Greetings to you this day. This is Michelle Strickland, and I'm coming to you today with Conversations with Self. What are you going to talk about today, Michelle? I'm at positive and negative aspects of having pride. What? Yeah. The positive and negative aspects of having pride. Michelle, you're always coming up with some stuff. You always coming up with some stuff. What you got, Michelle? I'm going to have a discussion about pride. Both the positive and the not so positive aspects of it. We all know that having pride can be a powerful force in our lives. So let's explore the good and the not so good together, okay? First, let's talk about the positive side of pride. Feeling proud of our accomplishments and achievements can boost our confidence and self-esteem. It motivates us to get goals, It motivates us to set goals and work hard to achieve them. Pride allows us to celebrate our unique qualities, talents, and strengths, fostering a sense of self-worth and individuality. I celebrate my accomplishments, especially when it comes to education and employment. Those are my main focuses in my life and my family. You know, and talking to my boys and making sure they are on track. You know, and trying to encourage them to be their best selves. They don't have my sons can't, my sons did, I didn't make it easy for them. I did not baby them. I put them in extreme situations, and before I did, I gave them instructions on how to navigate from little, so that they wouldn't be, afraid and fearful to interact with anybody. But then I also took them to environments where it was high-level people, very educated, goal-oriented, professional people, doctors, lawyers, engineers, theologians, other types of PhDs, professors, regular labor workers, poor people, people who had nothing. We struggled. I struggled because I became divorced. I encouraged my kids to participate in activities. I took them to community events. I made them interact with people from all walks of life. I didn't cut them any slack. When they messed up, I held them accountable. I only told my sons to do something one time. After that, it was too many. They could tell you. Maybe someday, they could tell you how I treated them. But they had a good life. It was hard sometimes for me because I was single, out here battling. I have pride in stuff like that. People try to down me like I'm some kind of monster or something like that, but I'm very responsible, goal-oriented. I take pride in things that have substance. Pride can also lead to a sense of belonging. When we take pride in our communities, cultures, or identities, we build connections with others who share those same values and experiences. It promotes unity and empowers us to stand up for what we believe in, creating positive change in society. My sons, my sons studied 4 religions from little. I made them. 3, not 4, 3. I'm starting to study 4. But 3 when they were little. I made them learn Arabic. They may not remember stuff right now, but they also had English. They had both sides. They went to church, and they also were exposed to Lamaze. I don't down people for what they believe. I respect them. I believe whatever I believe, but I wanted them to have an enriched life. And they're very successful young men today. They can't come to me with no madness. And they better treat their wives correctly. I don't care if they're having problems sometimes or not. I still require them to treat their wives with the utmost respect. I take pride in that. And I'm a single person. I raised my kids as a single parent after I became divorced. But my standards and my expectations for them were up here. Did they always? No, we had our problems when they were when they were teenagers. But I told people, because they were between both of us, me and my ex-husband. But I asked people when they were with their dad, don't baby them. Let them feel their consequences. I take pride in that. I didn't give them an excuse to make a mistake. I wanted them to feel the consequence for it so they could be good people. I don't want them embarrassing me as a parent. So my expectations for how they behave is important, even now. And they grown. Now let's delve into the flip side of pride. Too much pride can lead to arrogance and a sense of superiority, alienating us from others and causing conflicts in relationships. When we prioritize our pride over empathy and understanding, it can hinder personal growth and prevent us from learning from our mistakes. And people think I'm arrogant. No, I'm not arrogant. I'm confident. Mostly. I guess I could be arrogant, That's not the direction I want to go. Because I try to be mindful of how I treat people. Because I know it can come back to me. But every now and once in a while, I get puffed up too because I'm human. But, when pride is directed in the wrong area, in the wrong way, then it causes problems. And I know that. So I try to be cautious of that. Pride can also become a barrier to seeking help or admitting when we're wrong. I see a lot of that. This can lead to missed opportunities for growth and development. Sometimes excessive pride may blind us to our weaknesses, preventing us from acknowledging areas where we can improve. And I have seen this. People battling me because of their pride. I'm not going to tell you something, out of being mean to you, to try to cause you to go down the wrong path. Now, sometimes, I get a little heated with people. That's when I feel like they're in attack mode toward me or anybody that's watching my content. But I also realize it can be a downfall. So how can we strike the balance and embrace pride in a healthy and humble way? Celebrate your achievements, but also be open to feedback and learning. Be proud of your identity, culture, and community, but also extend a hand of understanding and respect to others who may be different. And I encourage my kids to do that. But I want to say this, I've learned a lot because I was prejudiced at one time. But that did not serve me well. It didn't serve me well. So I changed. I asked forgiveness and I changed. In conclusion, pride can be a wonderful force that drives us to excel and connect with others. Just remember to be mindful of its potential pitfalls. Together, let's build a world where pride is a force for good, fostering unity, growth, and acceptance. Thank you for listening. to me. And let's take pride in being compassionate, understanding, and open-minded individuals. Together we can make a difference.